Welcome to this week's version of the preview show. First of all, this is week 5 and week 6. 2 previews coming up for you between for these next 2 weeks. I took last week off because of illness, and I'm sorry about that, but I'm back, ready to go. And today we're going to preview the Memphis Tigers, which will be a pretty fun non-conference game, and a game that will take place at a neutral site between an SEC opponent in Auburn. Coming up next, the men's preview show for men's basketball. Don't go away! The Sooners, after a tough non-conference game against Wichita State recently, the Sooners then headed home to face Memphis in a pretty good non-conference matchup there. A Memphis team that last year went 19-15, 6-10 in American Conference play. That does include a loss to the University of Connecticut, 72-58, in the American Conference Championship Finals, the championship game. They do have a new head coach taking over. Their man is the Tubby Smith, a 1973 grad from High Point University. He's been at many places, started at the road in Tulsa, all the way back in 1991. 91 to 95, he was there at Tulsa. 96, 95, or 94, I guess. 95 and 96, he was at Georgia. 97 to 2006, he was at the University of Kentucky all those seasons. After taking in his resignation at Kentucky, 07 to 2012, he was at Memphis. 2013 to 2015. 13, 14, and 15, he was down the road in Lubbock here in the Big 12 Conference. In 2016, he had accepted a job at Memphis recently to get his first season in there. Helping him enjoy his first season in Memphis, Tennessee with the Tigers, number 1, the Lawson brothers. Number 1, Dedrick Lawson, and number 0, KJ Lawson. We'll start with 1, Dedrick Lawson, who last year averaged 15.78 points per ball game for the Tigers, while bringing in 9.30 rebounds per ball game and 2.55 assists per ball game for the Memphis Tigers. They also have KJ Lawson, his brother, who averages, 8.80 points per ball game last year, 3.50 rebounds per ball game, and 1.10 assists per ball game for the Memphis Tigers. The Sooners will then face their football opponent, the Auburn Tigers. But in basketball, it will be at a neutral site also. It will be played at the Morganhead Sun Arena in Uniconville, Connecticut. And it will be in celebration of the 125th year of all of basketball, not just college. Like we said, it will be between the Auburn Tigers and the Oklahoma Sooners. The Auburn Tigers of last season went 11-20, 6-10 in their league also. Lost to Tennessee in the first round of the SEC Championships, 97-58. Their head coach is Bruce Pearl, a 1982 grad from Boston College. Has spent some time in a lot of different places. From 92 to From 1992 to 2000, he was in the same place, Southern Indiana, before getting invited into big-time college basketball. From 2001 to 2004, he was at the University of Milwaukee. 2005 to 2011, he was at the University of Tennessee. Took some time off to do a little commentating, came back to the game of college basketball, and into the SEC in 2014 to present. Or because from 2014 to present, he's been with the Auburn Tigers. Has Bruce Pearl. Helping Bruce Pearl keep Auburn afloat on the basketball field court are KJ Duncan and who's number 4, and their number 2, Bryce Brown. We'll start number 4, KJ Dunham's. Dunham's averages 11.56 points per ball game last year, averaging 2.50 rebounds per ball game and 3.38 assists per ball game for the Auburn Tigers. Basketball school version. The basketball version of Auburn also has number 2, Bryce Brown, who averages 10.50 points per ball game, also averaging 2.63 rebounds per ball game and a .57 assists per ball game for the Auburn Tigers. Now the neutral site game between Auburn and Oklahoma and the game between the Memphis Tigers and Oklahoma will be against our Oklahoma Sooners, who went 29-8 last year, 12-6 in conference play, losing to Villanova 95-51 in the Final Four game. Their head coach is Lon Kruger. He's a 1974 grad from Kansas State. From 82 to 85, he was at Texas Pan American. 86 to 89, he went home to Kansas State to coach for a few years. 90 to 95, he took over at the University of Florida with the Gators. 96 to 99, he took over at Illinois. 2004 to 2010, he took over at UNLV. And then 2011 to present, he took over at Oklahoma. Leading returning scorers for Oklahoma. Number 10, Jordan Woodard. And number 12, Kadeen Latin. We'll start with the local product. Number 10, Jordan Woodard, who averages right at 13 points per ball game last year for the Sooners, while averaging 3.30 rebounds per ball game and 2.03 assists per ball game for OU. The big man, Kadeen Latin, helps him down low. Last year, he brought in 5.57 points per ball game, 5.30 rebounds per ball game, and 0.62 assists per ball game for the Oklahoma Sooners. All right, guys. Reviews coming up soon for basketball between Oral Roberts and Wichita State from a few weeks ago. And finally, one last time, I want to say you can find me on Facebook, Harry James Taylor, or tweet me at Sooner_fan_OK. And now, one final time, I want to apologize for not being able to do these videos last week because, of course, I wasn't feeling up to par to doing videos last week, and I apologize for that. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and keep the tweets coming, keep the Facebook likes coming, keep the likes on here on YouTube coming, and thanks for watching, and Boomer Sooner, everybody. Take care!